All right, you back with the most shadow banned man in the land. It's the LLC reaction. We're missing the L right now, but hopefully we'll get them later. I'm your host, Lamar. Got my co-host Chad and my co-host Lance. Let's get into some of these hot topics we got in the world of celebrities. We're gonna start out with yeah, let's go ahead and start out with this T.I. and Tiny scandal. So, and this is coming from my put it in the search engine Microsoft Bing. According to Sabrina, multiple women have come forward to share their personal incidents with T.I. and his wife Tiny. The entrepreneur took to her Instagram stories to share over 30 stories from over 30 different women, some underage girls, accusing both T.I. and Tiny of forcing them to take drugs and engage in sexual acts by intimidating them and knowingly passing on incurable STDs. All right, what do y'all think about that? Let's get a reaction.
Um,
What was the source? Washington Post.
That was just a quick. If you put it in a search engine for Bing, but let me scroll down. There's several articles. You got Hollywood Life, T.I. and Tiny Harris. Or it's talking about their first pictures since the allegations. But you also have the E Online. T.I. and Tiny deny appalling sexual abuse allegations. And yeah, let's say this first and foremost: until these people are proven guilty in the court of law or sued after being proven guilty. These are just allegations. So let's get that out the way. So nobody can accuse us of slandering anyone. These are allegations. But we got 30 different women. Now, I'm of the mind, especially since this Me Too movement, I don't know what to believe anymore because, I mean, you had the likes of Bill Cosby who, I mean, for me, there's no possible way. We'll get into that later, but there's no possible way every woman he ever slept with in his life, he drugged and raped. But I'm gonna leave that right there. But if this stuff is true, T.I. and Tiny are actually that's worse than R. Kelly because R. Kelly was just a Pied Piper. He wasn't drugging nobody or locking them up. Damn, But let's get to what do y'all think about that?
Well, I think it's scurrilous accusations, and when you have 30 people, that's hard hitting right there. And if you're going around drugging people and giving out incurable clap, it's hard to bounce back from that. If these allegations are true, this is going it'll be ground shaking for Ti if these allegations are true.
Yeah, he already, I forgot to add this, but he already lost his deal with Disney. He won't be in Ant-Man and Wasp 3, so he won't be part of the
Oh, did
comic.
he?
Yeah, they already booted him off of Marvel Studios. Already gave him the door for these
Wow.
allegations. And see, that's the dangerous thing about this Me Too thing because even if you just accused now, you could lose your livelihood off of being accused. And again, sometimes these allegations aren't what they cracked up to be because Johnny Depp was almost he was accused of domestic violence when he actually had proof that it was the other way around. He was actually being domestically abused. So that's the one thing I got to say about it. I don't if it's true, Ti they should face the consequences. But as far as already penalizing people who haven't been proven in the court of law to be doing something, I don't agree with that part of it. But we've seen this before with celebrities. We've seen Usher when he got accused. Some woman claimed he gave her herpes. He didn't say he didn't. Ditto for Michael Vick. Michael Vick was giving out the herpes too,
Usher was
apparently.
Usher was guilty.
Yeah,
Usher was guilty.
he didn't say he didn't.
yeah, he
No,
didn't
he,
say.
no, he flooded. I remember, if I remember it
He didn't
right,
get
he was
fired.
talking about it was lies and he was denying it. And then I guess he just had to fold it up and be like, hey, let's go ahead and settle this thing because he was fighting a good fight at first with
You say
denial.
you say 30 women came out accused Tiny and Ti. Was 30? It was in that number.
Yeah, 30, including some underage girls. So they were getting their R. Kelly on.
I mean, one or two, even five, bro. I say, yeah, man, he got but 30, bro. I think he guilty until he proven innocent, bro. I think they got. I think the responsibility of proof is on them, bro. You got 30 people saying, 30 women saying you this what y'all did, and some of them stories is matching up. I don't know if they got together and some King Kumbaya the stories that came together put the stories together, but some of them women's stories is matching up. They saying they got
it's possible a couple of them could have colluded with it, but yeah, with 30, it's tough for 30 people to collude and keep the story.
That's kind of hard, bro. It's kind of hard when you're talking 30 people, man. I think him and Tiny got some receipts to try to show somebody, bro. I think the burden of proof is on them, bro. That they innocent.
Yeah, from what I saw, T.I. claimed that they would be able to defend themselves right now if they knew all their accusers. So what hasn't happened is all these accusers, I guess, haven't been identified the last time I checked. Some of them have, but what they claiming is they got the receipts on one of them, but but all of them haven't come to the forefront of revealing who they are so they could rebuttal their allegations. And just to clarify this so we don't get into trouble, I brought up Usher with giving out the herpes, and according to court documents, Usher reportedly contracted herpes between 2009 and 2010. During this time, he was going through a divorce with the aforementioned former wife, Tamika Foster. Apparently, the woman he gave herpes to is a celebrity stylist, just like his ex-wife. And this is this is Bing, so don't come for me. This is on Microsoft Bing search engine. When you Google Usher gave herpes. So don't. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
According to Bing, he giving out herpes, bro.
Yeah, he did giving out the gift that keep on giving.
But
that's gonna be tough. Well, I never really had a big of a problem with T.I. I'm still kind of low key rooting for him for the moment. I'm hoping it's scurrilous, but I think he in big trouble. It don't look too good. My money will be against T.I. done right now. But what the question is with this thing here is, you don't think there was a big enough power couple to be able to get threesomes on their face? What the hell? What the drugging and all this had to come in?
And see,
was that even necessary?
I'm glad you mentioned that, because see, that's the sort of line of thinking I'm on, because I mentioned Bill Cosby earlier. There's no way. Now, later in life, there's actual concrete proof, and this is the one that got him convicted. That woman who was playing for Temple University basketball team, there's actual evidence that Bill Cosby did drug and rape her. But I mean, he had women coming out from 1965 talking about he drugged and raped them. I'm not convinced, because you just want to get on the gravy train too. It's like the one person. I see in some cases, like Lance was saying, 30 is gonna be tough to beat, but and we in this Me Too era. So I mean, it's for me. I'm on the fence. I can't say guilty till proven innocent. But what I can say is that it's not looking good for him. I agree with you.
Pretty close. It's pretty close to guilty to proven innocent.
Especially
you got 30 accusers, man. You got 30 accusers. I mean, it's tough. That's like, I mean, the reality is you is guilty, especially in the eye of public opinion. And
that's what I'm thinking about right now, more so of the eyes of public opinion, even more so than the law when it comes down to that number, with 30. But
30 is a tough number. I mean, like I say, you're a celebrity 5, I give you the benefit of the doubt. 10, yeah, we can talk, but 30? Come on now, man. Hey, man. It's tough to get 30 people to come out there and lie on you. You know what I mean? Or you have to have some powerful people behind who you done, some real powerful people you done turned against you to be able to get 30 people to come out there and say, hey, this is what you're doing, or you doing it, you drugging us, you and your wife doing it. That's what's up. So I think y'all got to come up with some evidence to speak otherwise. Clear y'all name, because 30 people, man, that's tough.
Because just like with the tennis star, what they offered the Instagram model, 70, 80 grand to seduce him and have sex with him, Djokovic or whatever. And that's plausible because it's one person going through one person. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, 30 people or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, I'm like, yeah, shit.
I mean, I don't think T.I. did that much of damage out there. I mean, who he pissed off, you know?
Yeah.
So, you
Yeah,
know,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
being Gates man, Adam, damn, you know what the hell? 30
Yeah.
people, that's a lot of people, bro.
He gonna have to hope he the rubber band man to really to get out of this one, because yeah, it's not 30 like you were saying. I don't believe nowhere near 30 they had to drug and rape people 30 times, but it's gonna be tough to beat every last one of those 30.
I
And
don't really think. I'm wondering if it's gonna be 30 though. I have to delve into that. I'm wondering if the 30 people is everybody claiming sexual assault, or because it could be one of these things when it's unfolded where it's gonna be probably a blend. Some gonna be saying they was drugged and sexually assaulted at the end of the day, maybe, and then some of them just gonna be like, hey, we got that clap or whatever. We was okay with the drugs and the action, but look, yeah, we came out of this thing dirty. So I think it's going to be a combination of all. It might not have been 30 sexual assaults though, but yeah, when you giving out that motherfucker clap, I think yeah, that's what probably a
yeah,
gun too.
and they'll be able to trace it too.
Because
If
they're not showing any sworn affidavits now, right?
Um, let me
Much.
see. Let me click on this article. I got the article right up here now, and apparently, sex trafficking is involved. Holy smoke! So not only
Yeah,
this is
sex trafficking. Wait a minute, sex trafficking?
yeah, there's a video on YouTube. Actually, I clicked on the
Ah,
article. This website, All About the Tea, is claiming that there was trafficking involved too. So just days after T.I. was accused of holding a gun to the head of Glam University founder Sabrina Patterson, news reports surfaced that rapper, along with his wife Tamika Tiny Cottle, are now being accused of forcing women to do drugs and have sex with them. Earlier this week, Sabrina took to Instagram to expose T.I. and the incident that took place. So I'm not going to read the entire article for copyright reasons, but for anybody who's interested, the website is called allaboutthetea.com. And according to them, there's also sex trafficking allegations as well. So that's a whole nother can of worms, because sex trafficking is another one of these blanket charges now, because they actually use that for pimps now, just street pimps. They accuse them of human trafficking now, and so this is a serious allegations T.I. and Tiny are facing. So all I'm gonna say is they're not guilty. I hope God's with them and they don't end up unjustly accused and convicted. But if they really did this, they're gonna have to pay the piper big time.
and
And
you know who they're gonna pay? Ti is gonna have to pay in the chain gang. He gonna have to pay Big Spooner. Big Spooner gonna have something for Ti ass where he get in there. Big Spooner want his goddamn. He want his shit eyed with creases in it. He want his motherfucking ramen noodles with some hot sauce. Ti finna have to get busy for Big Spooner. Big Spooner finna slap the shit out of him in there and get him in line. Big Spooner waiting, Ti. If you guilty, Ti, you fucked up, man. Your new daddy is gonna be Big Spooner in there. Big Spooner, regular spoon. Big Spooner waiting, Ti. If you guilty, Big Spooner waiting the spoon, baby. Just get ready.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you, T.I., man.
I'm rooting
I hope
for you, Ti. I hope Big Spooner don't get a hold of you in there, Ti.
Yeah.
Don't mean Big Spoon.
Yeah, man, that's rough for him. So we're going to conclude this segment here, but this is actually related to our next topic. We got to drill down on this Deshaun Watson hand job massage issue. We'll get into that in the next segment. So let's cut it right here. We'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching 3LC Reaction.